I mean, this is incredibly high stakes for everybody involved at this point.
Here, this is truly uncharted territory.
I feel like we're watching Vladimir Putin's best fantasy play out in real time.
This is not only impeachable, it's not only wrong, it could well be a crime. And if it's not a crime, I don't know what the hell is.
A new media firestorm out of Washington. A whistleblower reportedly says the president made a promise to a foreign leader that was concerning. And the Wall Street Journal reporting today President Trump pressured the president of Ukraine about 8 times to investigate Joe Biden's son. The Journal also reporting the source doesn't believe Trump offered any quid pro quo for that cooperation. But Democrats are demanding more information. And President Trump, he's firing back.
It's a partisan whistleblower. It's just another political hack job. It doesn't matter what I discuss, but I will say this. Somebody ought to look into Joe Biden's statement because it was disgraceful. You've had a very bad week, and this will be better than all of them. This is another one. So keep playing it up because you're going to look really bad when it falls. You know, I guess I'm about 22-0, and I'll keep it that way.
Joe Biden just responding. He says President Trump's claims have no credibility. Jesse, let me go to you because the president says this is a political hack job. But what you can see is that, in fact, the inspector general of the director of national intelligence felt that he was obligated to pass this information to Congress. Then, of course, they went to a lawyer who went to the Justice Department. Justice Department says, we're not sure this is urgent. But this wasn't a leak. It wasn't done irresponsibly. It went through appropriate channels. And now people are raising real concerns that there was a quid pro quo.
So the coup is going through appropriate channels now, Juan? Is that what we're talking about?
You think that's what's
I think this is going to be another bombshell that's going to wind up in the garbage heap. But let me just break it down for you. I'll explain how the whole thing starts, okay?
Thank you. Okay.
So this is at a time when Joe Biden's son gets this no-show sweetheart deal job at a Ukrainian company that was backed by Vladimir Putin, right? So this is at a time when Obama and Biden are trying to peel away Ukraine from Russia. So all of a sudden, this whole company falls apart because it's corrupt, and they start being investigated by the Ukrainians. Joe Biden goes over there and tells the Ukrainians, fire the guy investigating my son's company, or else you're not getting your $1 billion loan. And you know what they do? They fire the guy investigating his son, and they get the $1 billion loan. And then a year later, the Ukrainians pass all the Manafort dirt to the Democrat National Committee, gets Manafort fired, and helps start up the whole Russia collusion thing. So now Trump's being accused of being a colluder and being corrupt, and he says, wait a second, why am I being accused of this? Hey, Ukrainians, can you look into this sketchy little deal here? He has complete latitude as a commander-in-chief to ask a foreign country to investigate some corruption. We do it with Chinese, we do it with the Mexicans all the time. And for some snake who I don't even trust to blow the whistle, it's just insurance policy 2.0. This president has to deal with this stuff constantly. It's going to fall apart again. And everything he's being accused of is the exact same thing Hillary and Biden were guilty of.
I would just say quickly that this has been looked at by major news organizations, and they've all said...
kind of like the Russia hoax, right, Juan?
And they've all said, in fact, that Joe Biden's son and his whole business had collapsed more than a year before Joe Biden ever had anything to say to the Ukrainians. Now,
No.
Martha,
he was still there at the time when Biden went over there and said he should not be looked into.
Not.
He took the money and ran then, Juan. Either way, he was still on the hook for an investigation.
I'm sure the president's pleased with your presentation. You can stop now. But Martha,
not about the president, it's about the truth, Juan.
I think that if I was to get to the most powerful part of this allegation, it would be that the president was extorting a foreign government for, I think it was $250 million in defense aid in exchange for going after a political opponent, Joe Biden.
I mean, except that the latest report we have doesn't say that. The quid pro quo part of this equation is one of the most important parts of this story. And the Wall Street Journal story tonight says that, according to their finding, there was no quid pro quo, that the president asked, they said 8 times, you really ought to, and can't you see him saying 8 times? Yep. You really ought to look into this. You really ought to look into this. You really ought to look into this. Did you hear me? You really ought to look into this Biden story because, for the reasons I think that Jesse points out, he sees it as going all the way back to the beginnings of this origin of this Russia probe, to some extent. But the fact that, according to this report at least, and I just want to caution everybody because we've been getting new information on this every several hours, so this is where it stands right now. According to the latest Journal reporting, there was nothing offered in return for that. So That's important. And when you look back at Joe Biden's situation and you look at what he actually said, when you go back and look at the appearance that he made at the Council on Foreign Relations, he's boasting about the fact that he did have a quid pro quo.
It's on tape.
He said, I told them there is no way you're getting that $1 billion loan guarantee unless you fire this guy. Now, his reason, and he was boasting about it. He said, I told them, tit for tat, right? This is the way it's going to be. You're not getting what you want unless you give me what I want. So that's a pretty clear quid pro quo, and that's on tape, and that's Joe Biden talking about his situation himself.
Well, so, Greg, what we have here is a situation where Rudy Giuliani last night, he says, well, no, I never asked the Ukrainians to do anything when I went over there. And then, like, 20 seconds later, he says, well, yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, he was actually, that's how lawyers talk. He said, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about something related to that. And so it's just, I mean, you can have that. It doesn't mean anything to me. I find it interesting that Trump is the only person the media approves of in terms of being investigated, right? You can't investigate Joe Biden. And if the media is going to ignore Joe Biden, then how dare you suggest it, right? And the fact is, it is so Trump to be saying, you should check this guy out. And because he does that about everything. He's always posing questions. Why can't you do this? Why can't I fire this person? I'm not getting suckered into this story.
Right.
Every damn bombshell becomes a dud. If I reacted to every single story in which the media's hair is on fire, I would need complete sedation. It's 3 steps. Story breaks. 2, the media runs in front of it. They do it. They act like it's the biggest thing in the world. And then when it's not, they all shrink away and find something else. It's a hysteria hamster wheel. They just hop on it, and they do, and then it fizzles, and then they find another one. It's a business model predicated on apocalyptic fervor, and I ain't going to buy into it. And you know what sucks, Juan? When real things happen, no one believes it anymore. Right. No one believes it. This could be real, but no one's going to believe it. How can you believe the media on anything anymore when they completely exaggerate everything? And Biden doesn't want this story going anywhere near him either, because this is just going to put him in. This is going to drag him into it.
All right, so Dagan, so they're not allowing the Senate or the House to look at this whistleblower information. I'm thinking to myself, if
today, in this hour, they're not allowing
hang on,
it.
not so far. So I'm thinking to myself, if the president's right, if there's nothing to this, why don't they want the Congress to see it?
I expect in the coming days you're going to get a transcript of this phone call, because this whistleblower is not the only person who was probably on the call or had access to the transcript. And it will be clear as day exactly what was said. That's how you clear up anything that's going on, because hamster wheels, Greg, make me nauseated. And who are you going to listen to? Adam Schiff, who goes from 0 to impeachment in a sneeze, a man who essentially lied to the American people about collusion for more than 2 years. Who are you going to believe?
I like hamsters. Animals are great.